Hey everyone, my name is Danilo Petrovic.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Denis Kudla.
I'm Evgeny Donskoy.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I'm Peter Torebko, and you're listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hello, welcome back, tennis fans. It has been a very long day indeed. It has been quite epic. I can't even put it into words what I've experienced in Rome today. We've seen Novak Djokovic win two quite incredible matches, both 3 sets, both incredible. And he's going to be in hot form, hopefully going into the final tomorrow to face Rafael Nadal. We're not there. Well, we're not here to talk about that. It is me again. I'm going to be bringing you this draw preview on my own today. It is fine. JG, it is his birthday weekend, so I'm going to let him off this one. And I'm going to take you through it. Obviously, we would probably be doing it tomorrow evening, but we're having to do it earlier today. This is due to the fact, unfortunately, that there's a match starting tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Don't know why that's happening, but they're doing a 1 o'clock in the afternoon match. It means it brings the whole of the bracket deadline even closer. So it means we've got to do this one tonight so that you guys can get in time and make sure you get your brackets in time. Well, I'm just going to take you through it. Yeah, workhorse. Ben is working overtime, says Austin. Yeah, I am. I'm definitely, I feel like I've done I don't even know, like a 14-hour day so far today on GTL. But it's all for the good of the cause. We got Abassa in. Hey, how are you doing? Jean's in. Melez is in. Great to have you in, guys. I'm going to be taking you through this. Don't forget, this is going to be the return of Roger Federer in this competition. It is in Switzerland. It's in Geneva. Well, the first thing that we normally talk about when we go to these tournaments is the previous winners. So I'm going to start with that. We do have a couple of women's tournaments. I'm going to quickly go through those as well. If I still have enough energy to get through them, I'm probably going to be going through those slightly quicker than the men's ones, though, if you are here for those. So those ones will be after ATP Geneva draw preview. Right, so, excuse me. Let's just have a quick look at some of these. Let's have a little look to see what we have got here. What do we have in the back? I'm just going to swap my background around quickly just so we don't have ATP Geneva. There you go. The clay courts are here. So, having a look back through last year in Geneva, there was no tournament due to the pandemic. The year before that, it was Alex Zverev. He took out Nicholas Jarry. He's not been on the tour since then. He sort of, I don't know if it was an injury. He wasn't playing for a very long time, Jarry. He's just been coming back into tennis again in the Challenger Tour. Well, Alex Zverev, he won the tournament in 2019. Can call him reigning champion. Don't know if he's going to be defending. We'll have a look when we go through the draw. Martin Fucsovics was the champion back in 2018. And then the two-time champion, Stan Wawrinka there, 2016 and 2017. Thomas Bellucci back in 2015, beating João Sousa in the final. And then they're saying, between 92 and 2014, it was a challenger tournament. So, and then before then, we had Thomas Muster, Hurst Skoff, and a few other names. Yeah, going all the way back, Mats Wilander, Bjorn Borg, all the way back to Balázs Tolotsky, all the way back to 1980. So, anyway, the players that you'll probably know of, Alex Zverev, obviously, Martin Fucsovics, and probably Stan Wawrinka. They're the most notable ones that have won here in recent years. So I think we should go through some of the qualifiers that are taking place. They've been interrupted. I'm guessing that there's been some rain there as well. So I don't know if this is it's going to be typical if they actually go ahead with Sangren and Caruso, the only main draw match, which is playing tomorrow, and the qualifiers are interrupted. So we'll wait and see on that. I'm just going to bring this one in here just so that we can have a quick look. So some of the qualifiers that are playing, we have Pablo Cuevas, and he's up against Jakob Paul, somebody I'm not accustomed to. Jakob Paul is 22 years old, 670 in the world. So not really sure what Pablo Cuevas is doing there. 104 in the world. Normally pretty decent. We got Justino against Gorwich. Justino is set up in that one. We got Mackenzie McDonald against Gunneswaran, Tabilo Laxonen, and Cecchinato versus Daniel Altmaier in here. So some good talent in there. I'm not going to say it's world beaters, but yeah, there's some. And Shruk saying it's Jake Paul. He's quit. He's quit the boxing game. He's now into the tennis game. Definitely. Yeah, he's just flying. He's just well, he's changing up his sports. Why not? Why not? Well, I've had a look through them. I don't think there's anything really to write home about too much. I mean, Laxonen, we've had him on the podcast. Wish him the best. McDonald, I'd expect him to go through. And Cecchinato, solid clay quarter. I'd expect him to go through against Daniel Altmaier as well. But without further ado, I'm going to get straight into it, guys. I hope you don't mind. Let's go and have a look at the draw. Number 1 seed at the top. He is back. It is that man indeed. It is Roger Federer. He is back, guys. I hope you're as excited as I am to see this guy back. Back on the courts. Seems like it's been a while since we've seen him. So he will be playing potentially in the next round Jordan Thompson or Pablo Andujar. And it's a bit of a pick for me, this one. Jordan Thompson, Andujar. Let me know what you think in the live chat. Do you think, can you see this going any other way? I'm shying towards Andujar because of the clay. It's a real tough one to pick for me. I'm gonna go Andujar just based upon Spanish and clay. I wasn't really impressed with Jordan Thompson's recent performances on the clay. I don't know about you guys, so let me know in the live chat. We got a lot of people going for Andujar. I think I'm going to be going for the same guys. So next up, we've got Maran Cilic. He's back, and he is up against a Swiss player. And Sandro Erat. Is he definitely Swiss? There's part of me that thinks he's got a bit of a Turkish surname, but anyway, it says he's Swiss on here. We're going to go with that. I'm guessing he's a wild card because he's Swiss. So Maran Cilic versus Sandro Erat. I'm going to go Maran Cilic. Go on, Maran. Or Marian, sorry. And we've got Martin Fucsovics, the champion from 2018, against Christian Garin. That's not a nice draw for either of them for the first round, that's for sure. Not really sure on that one, to be honest. Garin, he's a little bit up and down. Fucsovics can blow anyone out of the water, really. He only lost to Dominic Thiem recently. This is a real tough one for me. I'm going to go Fucsovics. I'm going to go against Garin in this one. That's probably a big call. Not sure how you guys are going to go with that. Fucsovics being a recent winner of this. Well, I say recent, 3 years ago. So, Federer, Andujar. I'm going Federer to knock out Andujar. And then we're going to have Cilic versus Fucsovics in the next round. I'm going to have Fucsovics going through as well in that one. For me, it could be Garin or Fucsovics. Either one of them, I think they beat Cilic. I know that there's going to be some angry Croats in the comments. But we got Abassa saying, Garin Federer, easy. Do we know which Federer is going to turn up? Is it going to be a good Federer? I'm going to say Federer goes through anyway. I'm going to stick with it. I want to see the comeback. Go down to the next section. Casper Ruud. He's back on the courts once more. And then the match, which is bringing this draw preview forward, which is Tennis Sangren, Salvatore Caruso. Two players who are, well, in pretty poor form, both of them, to be honest. So we've got Tennis Sangren, who's lost his last 5 matches in a row, and also lost 8 out of his last 9 matches. Or we've got Caruso, who's lost his last 3 without winning a set. You take your pick, really. I'm going to probably go with Caruso. More of a clay quarter for me, but I'm going to have Casper Ruud beating him in the next round. Got Feliciano Lopez. He'll be up against a qualifier. I'm going to go Lopez. Not sure which qualifier he's going to face. Then we got Benoit Paires back. Is it going to be the real Benoit Paires? I'm going to have Dominic Quet for beating him anyway. Don't think Benoit Paires back to his best yet. Not convinced. I'm going to have Quetfer beating Lopez as well, but I'll have Casper Ruud beating Quetfer. I think Casper Ruud's going to head up this little section of the bracket. Moving on down, Adrian Manarino, and he's up against Enzo Cocard, a really good challenger player. This one's a bit tough for me. I know that give Manarino, I think Cocard's been actually replaced. Sorry to say. He's been replaced by this other French player, Cazot, the 18-year-old, the one who beat Korda in the qualification for Madrid. I'm not sure if he's going to beat Manarino or not, to be honest, though. Manarino, he's lost his last 5 in a row. Let's make it 6. I'm going to go. Remember, this is Cazot, not Cocard. I'm going to have him beating Manarino. It's a bit disrespectful. Now we got Riley Opelka, the semi-finalist. Interesting to see how he gets on. Now he's looking quite home on the clay. He's going to be playing a qualifier. I'm going to have actually Riley Opelka going through that. I'll have Riley Opelka going through again as well. Next up, Verdasco playing against a qualifier. For me, I'm going to go with Verdasco. He would be up against Dimitrov in the next round. I think Dimitrov will have enough to get past Verdasco. Sharuk saying Verdasco beating a qualifier. Yeah, we just don't know which one he's going to get, though. That's the problem. So, yeah, I'm going to go with it. Yeah, and I've gone with Vance as well. Yeah, I've got Dimitrov over the Verdasco despite Dimitrov's poor form. Yeah, it's pretty crazy now. Then you'd have Opelka versus Dimitrov. I'd have to say the way Opelka's been playing, Opelka, but it's hard to. He might be tired, but Dimitrov, he could easily go out as well. I'm gonna go Opelka. I think he's looked good. I think the only fact he lost is because he was playing Rafa today. Fanini versus Guido Pella. I'm not sure if the real Guido Pella's come back onto tour yet, to be honest. Not the world-beating Pella, but he's up against a Fanini who's in not great form either. He's only beaten Taberna in his last 5 matches. That's nothing great. And Pella's only beaten Gerasimov. I mean, they're both equally as bad form as each other. So Fanini over Pella for me. Laszlo Djere Montero. It's a tough one for me. I'm going to go Laszlo Djere in that one. Travaglia qualifier. I'm going to go Travaglia. Shapovalov Travaglia. I'm going to have Shapovalov. And I'm going to actually have Laszlo Djere knocking out Fabio Fanini in this. Vance saying Opelka wins. Trust me, Ben. Well, you never know. You never know. It could happen. It could happen. Laszlo Djere Shapovalov. I'm been impressed by Shapovalov, to be honest. I hope that he continues his really good form. He's the 2nd seed here. I'm hoping he goes through against Laszlo Djere. So we move on back up to the top. And I believe this is a pretty quick draw. This will be the semi-finals. So it's only a 250 here in Geneva. Yeah, I'm having Roger Federer versus Casper Ruud. And it's going to actually be tough. I don't know. I'm torn. Casper Ruud's looked so good recently. Will Federer even get this far? Is my question. How fit is Roger Federer? I can't go against him. I'm going Roger Federer to beat Casper Ruud. We're in Geneva. We're in Switzerland. Opelka Shapovalov. I don't know. It's a tough one. Shapovalov for me. And then Shapovalov versus Federer in the final. I think Shapovalov does him, to be honest. I don't think Federer will be at the races. I'm going to have Shapovalov winning in Geneva. Yeah, we got a few. It seems popular. Some people it's popular to have Opelka there. Vance going for Opelka. We've got some other people saying Shapo wins. Gene with Shapo. Vance with Opelka. Eddie saying do it. Ben. Rude is, yeah, it's another person I'm tempted by, but I'm going to go with Shapo. I was impressed with him against Rafa, to be honest. I think if he plays like that, he could beat this whole field, and he's got a fairly decent draw down the bottom. So, Casper Ruud, come here, Ruud boy, can you get enough? No, I don't think he can get enough. Last time I remember him playing, I've got scars from when I said he would beat Roger Federer in the French Open, and he lost in straight sets. So that's why I went against him. I have Shapovalov winning in Geneva. I hope it's Federer, to be honest, but I'm going to go Shapo. Number of aces served, going to go 5. Number of minutes, I'm going to go 130. There you go. That's that one. Locked in, guys. Didn't take that long, that one, did it? It's well, hopefully the other ones go as smoothly. I'm going to move swiftly over to the other tournaments as well. I know I'm just conscious that I'm doing this on my own. I'm going to try and keep this one flowing. I don't think that these women's tournaments, excuse me, are. I think the Parma one is the first time this one has been played as a women's tournament. And as you can see here, big name at the top, Serena Williams. Wow. Well, I'll have. I'm not sure who the qualifiers are. Let me just go through those quickly with you. Bear with me 1 second. Let me just have a quick look on here. So we've got WTA Parma. 1 sec. So we have some qualifiers. We have Samsonova. She's in the qualifiers. We've got Vogeli. We've got Schmeidlova, Marino, Friedsam, McNally, Zavatska. Yeah, they're sort of the picks of the qualifiers, to be honest. Not a crazy bunch. We've got some interesting ones. I'm sure JG would be looking forward to seeing this draw. There's some quite interesting ones in there. Most notably, the one who will be potentially playing. I'm going to have Serena Williams going through against the qualifier first. And then I've got Siniakova against Clara Towson. Now, that's an interesting matchup. Siniakova's been playing quite well recently. Towson, she's been doing all right as well. It's a real pick 'em for me. I'm going to go Towson just to beat GTL. She's in the GTL banner. Got to stick with it. I'm going to go Arantxa. No, actually, Rus Golubic. That is a real tough one to pick. That's the next one up. Rus Golubic. He got 86 in the world. Rus, who's on a 4-match winning streak against Golubic, who, well, she's been playing great stuff as well. I'm going to go Golubic just because she's been in good form as well. She won their last head-to-head 2-1. It's not close. It's so close it doesn't even mean anything. Going to go Caroline Garcia to beat the qualifier in the next one. So, Serena Williams, Clara Towson. This is where brackets can be decided. I think Serena's going to have too much for her, to be honest, though. Serena, she's not done yet. Golubic, I'll have beating Garcia, and then it'll be Golubic versus Serena Williams. Moving on down, Corey Goff versus Kai Kanepi. What a big matchup that is. I think Corey Goff beats her, if I'm honest. If she plays the way she played this week. Yeah, we're going to do the Leon draw tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not going to be covering that one today. We still got some time on that one. Camila Georgie versus Christine McHale. I'm going Georgie. Qualifier versus Venus Williams. I'm going to go Venus Williams. Anisimova versus Paolini. I'm actually going to go Paolini in this one. I'm going to have Coco Gauff beating Camila Georgie. I have Paolini beating Venus Williams. We move on down. Cerebres Tormo against Bernardo Pera. I'm going Tormo. Arani Bogdan. I'm going to go Bogdan. Sloane Stevens qualifier. Ugh, that's moody. I don't really know on that one. I'm going to go Sloane Stevens. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to go qualifier. Then I'm going to go, all right, Shea Su Wei. She's back. Come on, Shea. She going to do it? No. She's going to lose to Kasatkina. I got Cerebres Tormo and Kasatkina. Then we've got Wang against the Doi. I'm going to have Doi beating the Wang. I'm going to have Habino beating a qualifier. I'm going to have a qualifier beating Gato Montecone. And then I have Petra Martic beating Gracheva. And I have Martic going through again. She's looked really good this week. She's back to form again, it looks like, Martic. And I will have Doi Habino, Battle of the Japanese. I'll have Doi. Right. I believe I'm moving back to the top again. Serena Williams versus Golubic. I'm going Serena Williams. Coco Gauff, Paolini. I'm going Coco Gauff. We got Cerebres Tormo, Kasatkina. I'm going Cerebres Tormo. Doi Martic. I'm going Martic. Let's have a quick look through these. We've got Serena Williams, Coco Gauff. God, if that is the match that happens, I hope it is. Wow. I'm going to the other one first. Cerebres Tormo versus Martic. I reckon Tormo beats her. I think Martic might run out of steam. So it'd be Tormo in the final. I think Serena Williams does Corey Goff, though, unfortunately. Serena Williams versus Cerebres Tormo in the final. I think Serena Williams wins it. There it is. Serena Williams, my champion in Parma. So don't forget to update your brackets, guys. I'll put my one in, and then we'll go to Belgrade next. So I'll have a look at the qualifiers first. Just bear with me, guys. Let's see what's going on over there in WTA Belgrade. I believe this is the first time for this tournament over in Belgrade as well. I'm not sure. Let me know if it is or not. Sharuk says, I have Anisimova. Fancy, I'm going Goff, assuming Serena gets tired. Could do. I think the experience, though. Right. So there's some interesting people in the qualification here. Well, Osorio Serrano, Tomova, Kunja. We've got Gasanova. I think that's pretty much it, to be honest. Don't think there's much more going on in the qualification for Belgrade. We've got, as you can see, number one seed is Pavlyuchenkova. I'm going to have her going through against Savil. I'm going to say it again. Radosavljevic. I think that's how you say it. I'm going to have Leylah Fernandez beating Polona Hercog. This is an interesting one. Martin Kova, I'll have her beating the qualifier. And I'm going to have Kalinskaya beating Madlenovic. I'm going to have Pavlyuchenkova beating Fernandez. Kalinskaya beating Martin Kova. I'm going to have Badoza beating Petkovic in the next round, in the next section. The Tig to beat, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going to have the Tig beating, it's the Battle of the Romanians, beating Buzarnescu. We've got Jurovic, Tomjanovic. I have Tomjanovic. Stojanovic, I'm going to have her as well. And in this little section, I'm going to have Badoza beating the Tig. I'm going to have Stojanovic beating Tomjanovic and Badoza heading up that section. We got Kovinic. I'm going to have her winning her match against the qualifier. Sasnovic beating her match against the qualifier. But I'm going to have the qualifier beating Danilovic. And I'll have Zhang beating her qualifier as well. So I've got Kovinic, Sasnovic. I have Sasnovic actually winning this one. And Vancha, I gave you a B for that name pronunciation. Thank you. A qualifier versus Zhang. I'm going to have Zhang. And moving on down, we got Nadia Podoroska here versus Team Tamir Babos. I'm going to go with Podoroska. I think she's looked pretty good. We got Dodin versus Pliskova. I like Pliskova on the clay. I'm going to go Plisk. We got Van Uytvanck against qualifier. I'm going to go Uytvanck. And then we got Putin Saver, Kaya Juvan. I've not been impressed by Juvan recently. I'm going to go Putin Saver and Putin Saver again and Podoroska again. So moving back to the top, we've got Pavlyuchenkova against Kalinskaya. I'm going to have Pavlyuchenkova winning that one. I mean, she'll be up against Badoza next. Then I have Sasnovic versus Zhang. I'm going to have Sasnovic winning that one. And then we got Podoroska, Putin Saver. Ugh. I'm going to have Podoroska winning. And then Podoroska, Sasnovic. I have Podoroska winning again. I think she's going to do well in this tournament. And Badoza, Pavlyuchenkova. I think Pavlyuchenkova is going to take it. I think Pavlyuchenkova wins the whole thing. She beats Podoroska, Battle of the Peas, in the final. So the Russian takes it for me. There you go. But don't forget to save your bracket, guys. I'm going to save my one. Oh, there you go. That was pretty quick. Skimmed through those ones. Sorry if it has been a fairly rapid draw preview. I'm feeling pretty exhausted myself. I'm sort of trying to save a bit of energy because I know we got both the finals tomorrow and we've sort of just had to do this one. Bear with me. I will just take that screen off. I'll come back to this screen. Yes, so make sure you save your brackets. Yeah, Shruk saying the video flew by without JG making fun of Ben's picks. Indeed, mate. Well, unfortunately, Sharuk saying the Iron Mike Chandler or Charles Oliveira. Well, that's a UFC event which is happening tonight. I won't be staying up for it, but I am looking forward to watching it. I am hoping that Charles Oliveira wins that fight. Absolutely love watching that guy fight. Amazing fighter. Well, ground technician and good hands. But we're not here to talk about UFC. Here to talk about the return of Roger Federer. As you can tell, I'm nearly asleep. The next time I wake up, it's going to be the final. We're going to be bringing you the women's final tomorrow first, and then the men's final. Make sure you join us for both of those. I'm going to get a good night's rest. Make sure you do so too. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys. Bye for now.